What up, guys? Welcome back. I just interviewed a doctor, and during our interview, he talks about the DNA that Americans have and what it takes to be a true American patriot. You guys check out this clip. I think you will appreciate it. This doctor's name is Dr. Justin Spies. He has a YouTube channel called The Dreaded Rabble Rouser. You will be able to watch the entire interview soon. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. And I will be dropping it on my website, recordthepolice.tv as well. All right, guys, without further ado, what is in Americans' DNA? Explained by Dr. Justin Spies.
This is America, man. This is America. And I hope that as people listen to me talk and watch my videos, that starts to sink in the realization that is what I mean by knowing your rights. We have the right to go stand in public. We have the right to express ourselves in public, and the government does not have the authority to criminalize that. And that's what makes it a civil rights violation on multiple fronts. First, Fourth, 14th Amendment violations on all of these issues. And so I would just encourage more people to start to understand their rights, because for me that's the most American thing. I think that, not to get on a soapbox here, but I think that I call most Americans these days pseudo-Americans, where they feel like they're patriots and they feel like they're this, they feel like they're that when it comes to America. But first of all, they don't understand their rights, so they're not exercising their rights. They think that, just maybe watching football on the weekends and being in tune with the latest sports news is what makes you an American. But no, actually, what I'm finding, what makes you American is when you start to realize what the Constitution says and what the Bill of Rights is, and how that impacts you as an American. And it's a very empowering thing. These aren't just rights to be taken for granted, like, oh, I guess I have them or whatever. No, once you know them and you understand them, it's a very empowering thing to experience as an American. And then when you go out and exercise them, it's even equally more empowering to do that as well. But for me, this isn't just about being an American. Like, I could learn what it means to be an American all day long, but what gives me the ability to do that is my belief and my faith in God and Jesus, who have given us our God-given rights here in America and have allowed me through them to go out and exercise my rights as an American, because those rights need to be exercised. Otherwise, we're gonna lose them.
Outstanding work. Thank you for your service in the military, and thank you for all the work that you do on your channel. It's very educational and empowering, and it's an honor to know you. You guys, this man is a doctor. He understands a lot of things, and you're very well spoken, bro. What you just talked about, you bring very important points to this conversation about being an American and what it's all about. Maybe I grew up like that as well. I thought being an American was being a football fan and Thanksgiving, eating hot dogs and Coca-Cola and Pepsi and pizza, and that's the American way, man. And and movies and television shows and everything is, a lot of it is actually a distraction of what it truly means to be an American, to go out there and see the canyons and the waterfalls and see America, this beautiful country. Like, recently I started traveling to see America, what it's like. Colorado was just fucking blown away. Shout out to Rice Krispie, who even paid for my plane ticket to go to Pennsylvania and stand where they signed the Constitution. Dude, that for me was important, man. Like, I had tears running down my eyes. I was trying to be tough and hide it from the fellas and shit. Rogue Nation, Rice Krispie was there. I'm not trying to show these guys that it was that meaningful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be the hardest motherfucker around, not soft and shit, but that shit was meaningful.
And I know it's meaningful.
And I'm glad you say that, bro. Like, I feel like you pulled me into this category of what being a real American is, because I think about the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, the amendments, and what they mean, and how they mirror our natural rights or God-given rights or human rights or whatever, right? And like you said, man, just to be out there, not just to know these things, but to flex these rights, to practice them. That shit really does feel good, bro. Thank you for saying that, because it's. I tell people all the time, man, get out there, empower yourself, learn this shit, get out there, even if it's one time recording the police or asking questions with the camera on them. Like, it's an empowering moment.
Well, it's the distinction between what is American culture. So all those things are American culture, and we identify with those. But I think it's important to talk about what's our American DNA. What is inside of us as Americans, inside, not our culture that we've created, but what does it mean to be an American? And you trace it back to the Constitution and our rights, and that's what it means. That there's and through that, the reason why they're created, the reason why we have them, is because of our American spirit, our American DNA, where we're not told by government what to do, and we have a rebelliousness in us. That is our heritage. That is who we come from as Americans, and thank God for that. And so I would just encourage everyone to start doing some introspection on what exactly does it mean to be an American. What is Justin talking about when he says American DNA? What does that mean? Does that mean just sitting around on the couch and fucking doom scrolling and maybe making some comments here and there online? No, no. It means far more than that. Far more than that. We all can be doing way more than what we're doing in terms of exercising our rights publicly. And one other thing I just want to add here, and I always have to add this because it is always so meaningful for me, is that I want everyone to know again that how much I appreciate you, David, for how much you've helped me. 3 years ago, 3 years ago this month, I started my YouTube channel, The Dreaded Rabble Rouser, through the encouragement of you, and you put out a video of for me on your channel, and it got a lot of views, and I got within hours I got my first 1,700 subscribers, and since then I've been able to grow my channel. But you and I didn't know each other when that happened. You did it out of the goodness of your heart, and it really helped me. So I just want to say to you again how much I appreciate that, and I want everyone out there to know that I do appreciate that, and to let everyone know that you are a good person that is trying to do good things for smaller channels that have good messages and need to be seen as well. So I always appreciate that, and I never forget that, because I wouldn't have been able to. That was my biggest thing when I started a channel. I was like, I mean, I maybe could get 3 views in subscribers, and it'd be me and one other, just some people I know around there. How exactly do you start to gain traction on a YouTube channel when you're first starting out? And so you really help that. So I always appreciate that. And I want to say thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, bro. No doubt. Everyone, Dr. Justin Spees, the Dreaded Rabble Rouser, an amazing man, an amazing channel. Thank you, bro. It's an honor to know you.
Likewise, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll do this again soon.
All right, man.